Hi, Irish. Hi, beautiful angel. I love that. Irish 2.0 reborn. I love that. You go, girl. Hi, Victoria. Hi, beautiful. I am in such an amazing mood today. You should see the Schumann. Oh my goodness. It is lit up like a Christmas tree. Oh yeah? What'd you think? Did I make you cry? No, I didn't. I didn't, but I will. Oh, yes, do it, Irish, do it. Grand Rising, Allah. Hello, beautiful. You know what? It took a lot of courage, and it took years to build up the courage to finally publish my book. And because I always felt like, who wants to read that, you know? And then I was just like, nope, I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump. I'm going to do it. Spirit keeps telling me, do it, do it, do it. And at the same time, lead the way and show people that, yes, tell your stories. Get your stories out there. Your stories matter. People read your stories and it awakens something in them. It carries codes and keys for people. Yes. That is what our stories are for. Hello, Flower Power. Hello, beautiful. Hello, Cindy. Hello, beautiful. And there's Stonehenge. That is where I was activated at 12 years old. 12 years old. Oh my goodness, Flower Power. Oh, darling. You should. You definitely should. Do it. It doesn't even cost, with KDP, it doesn't even cost to publish anymore. Yeah. Hello, James. Hello, darling. And please, Irish, go on YouTube and put a review if you could. It helps get that out into the algorithm. I appreciate you. Hello, darling. Hello, Merkaba Melik. Hello, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Sharing and lending a hand for this plan. For the plan. I am such a proud rainbow butterfly. I am. And we are so magical, right? Connected to dragons and fairies and unicorns and ascended masters and archangels. We are magic. Yes. Hello, Missy Marie. Hi, beautiful. Our golden dragons, our golden Christed dragons are coming in and connecting with us. It's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. I am so happy I chose to come for these now moments. So happy. Yeah. Same song, different video. Yeah. Different video. Just I figured I'd do something a little different. Absolutely flower power. Absolutely. Oh, awesome, Cindy. Awesome. So I was told this morning that Syrianel is my golden Christed dragon. They just, I mean, he just told me this. And I should have known it. I should have known it, but I didn't. I knew it was a dragon because he kept saying he was putting his wings and tail around me. So, yeah, that made me know that it was a dragon. But I thought like it was a friend of Aurora's. Well, he is a friend of Aurora's, but yeah, it's the golden Christed dragon that I have had on our desktop for years, for over a year now. Oh, no worries. No worries at all, Country Fried. Always divine time. You know that, brother. Always divine time. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, connect to Green Tara. Absolutely. TikTok. I got our messages ready for the day. We've got El Moria's coming in, the Ascended Master El Moria. And then we also have 3 councils that are coming in with messages. Aurora Ray has a message for us. And I believe it's Archangel Michael. So we got lots of messages today coming in. I want to welcome anyone that's new here. I was told we were going to get some new butterflies coming into the room and coming into our sanctuary. And so absolutely welcome everybody that comes in that is new. And let me know if you want to be on the butterfly, because we have a butterfly with everyone's name on it that's ever come into the room that wanted to be on the butterfly. And there's some crop circles. Those are different ones too. Yeah. Hello, Betty. Hello, beautiful angel. Since the beginning of time. Sky sent. Crossing time to tell the future. Hello, Trina. Hi, beautiful angel. It's a long road. Sky sent. Rand rising. Oh, did you see the new sun one? You want to know something, Flower Power? You got to see this. I got to show you this after the song. You just cannot make this shit up. You just can't. It's crazy. I've had so many dang synchronicities lately. Like Godsmacked is just, I don't know. Spirit just never fails to amaze me. Never fails to amaze me. Sky Scent. Hello, Manda. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Louie. I haven't seen you in a while. Hello, hello. Sky Scent, because we are Sky Scent. All right, guys. There's our golden Christed dragon. Everyone has a golden Christed dragon. I've had that on my desktop for a long time. I guess I've always known that I would connect somehow, some way to that dragon. Okay. So, let me tell you about this synchronicity I had before we get into our cards. We are going through a portal today. Today is portal day. Monday is portal day. We know that. So, I come in here last night and I did my nails. I did my nails last night. And then, when I was done doing my nails, I went and started scrolling TikTok. And I saw the newest crop circle. Right? I saw the newest crop circle. Let me show you something, guys. Can you see that? Can you see that? Is that the newest crop circle or what? I had put it on my finger. Can't even make this stuff up. When I saw that crop circle, I was just like, what? That's on my finger. Oh, goodness. I can't even. And look at this. Look at the Schumann, guys. The Schumann is absolutely nuts right now. The crop circle? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it on Google. If not, I'll ask Siri now. But we'll see if we can find it on newest crop circle star. No, that's not it. Where is it? Nope. Oh, gosh. That's not it. It's not it. Like I said, I saw it on I might have shared it to the Ascension class. Was it June 15th, 2025? That's not it. No, I can't find it in Google. Oh, well. Let me put rainbow butterflies on. Dancing in the sky. Oh, Barbara, okay. In the sky. All right. You used to be able to minimize TikTok. Now you can't. Are they changing it again? Yeah. Oh, they keep changing stuff around here, but that's all right. Some of the changes are good, so I'm good with it. Change equals expansion. Expansion. Okay, we're going to get right into our cards for the day. Yay. I need to go check you guys' posts out. I do the following, but it's still, a lot of times TikTok hides you guys from me. Hey, Chris. Hi, beautiful. All right. Chakra wisdom. Birds. There's our song. Birds. Birds. Yeah. Put this right there so I can do this. All right. Chakra wisdom. The solar plexus. Personal power. Yes. I choose to be myself and to express my truth. I have a positive influence on the people and the situations around me. Thank you for that. The scarab, that's so cool, isn't it? Wow. I allow my integrity and confidence to shine, which instills more confidence and belief in myself, and then encourages others to have natural confidence in me. I do not allow my personal power to become egotistical, manipulative, or exploitive. Yes. Hello, Teresa. Hi, beautiful angel. Personal power. All right. And we have our healing energy. Birds fly in different directions. Yes. Healing energy. Look what we got. Freedom today. Freedom. Freedom butterflies. Freedom butterflies. We are freedom butterflies. Yep. Freedom. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Yes. Discover the being of light within you. Freedom. Wisdom. God has a plan for me. I live here now knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all of my efforts. Yes. Hi, Iris. Hello, hello. Wisdom and faithfulness. I commit to my mind. Hi, Ashley. Hi, beautiful angel. Heart and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Yes. Trust in yourself, in God, and the universe. Oh, I think I got these on Temu. They're just little, I don't know if you could see them. This is the crop circle. Yep. Yeah, I got them off Temu a while ago. I have a whole bunch of them. Yep. Nothing's gonna break my stride. That's what's coming up next for song. Here's our work your light. Our work your light. Trust your path. We are all Chilas on the path. That was the book that I read I don't know, a few months ago by El Moria, who is coming in today, by the way. So trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So we're all being called to write our stories and get them out there. Get your stories out there. If you feel called, even if it's a short memoir like mine was. Mine was 37 pages. But it was a story of going from, all the things that happened to me into the childhood to who we are now together as a beautiful Christ-conscious collective. Hello, Empress Angel 13. Welcome. Welcome. Yes, you're being called to write your story, so do it. Jump. The universe has your back. Trust your path. If this is something that's ever come across your mind, it's the universe telling you, go write your stories, get them out there. They contain codes. They help people remember and heal from those things that happened to you. Why did you go through those things? So that you could heal others. Because they will read your stories and they will have their memories will come up and then it will heal. Because they'll be like, if she can do it, I can do it. And then they'll be the next book written or memoir written, right? My book was also a love letter to my mother. So yes. All right. Grand Rising, Sharon. Hello, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Soul family. The dolphins and the whales, they are our soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. None of us are alone anymore. None of us. We have our beautiful dragon guides. We have our archangels. We have each other. We can lean on each other as we ascend our consciousness, as we open our hearts, right? Amazed. Baby, I'm amazed by you. And you and you and you and you. All of you. Soul family. Yes. Transformation. We are transforming into what? Into the butterflies. Yes. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. This is what it's all about. Heal your inner child. Heal yourself, and then you can help heal others by showing them who they are. Not by doing it for them, but by showing them who they are at a soul level. Right? Yes. Do what you do. I love you guys. Thank you, Irish. Thank you all for being here and for being you and supporting our collective, supporting the dream of 5D life in our new earth with hope and peace and love and truth. That's what New Earth is. That's what 5D is. It's a way of thinking. It's not like we're going to move places. We're going to change how we think about things. And that's what makes life beautiful, because we create our reality in that way. That is when your manifestations come through. That's when the magic happens. Here's our starseed oracle. Empathic starseed, yes. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. We have to be careful about this, being empaths. When you feel a switch in your energy, you might have been around someone and taken that from them. So you wear it for a little while. But remember, you are a master transmuter. So transmute those energies you get on you. If you get some ick energy on you, transmute it. You're the powerful ones. You hold the power to transmute anything that needs transmuting. Know this, and it shall be so. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. If you've had a download to create something, do it. Stop putting off today. Stop putting off things till tomorrow that you can do today. Shoot, even I have that problem sometimes. Your life is a canvas. Create the things that you're supposed to create. And look, star family, our galactic families with us. They support us in every way once we let them in for our highest good. You are part of a team of souls. Call in the support. Yes. Call in the support of heaven. Oh, yes. Of your dragons. Call in the support. As I get restricted. That's all right. That just means it's not going. I got 2 restrictions now on this live already. That just means it's not going to the FYP anymore. If you share it, it will get out there, though. Share it to your groups. Here's our angel card for the day. Our angel says, let your past go. Everything that's in the past, let it go. Live in the center, in the now moments. Don't live in the future. Don't live in the past. Live in the now moment. When you see that infinity, live there in the middle. That's where you want to live. That's where you should choose, right? But we always have a choice. We're sovereign beings and we have choices. Hello, Yaya. Hi, beautiful angel. I loved your fire ceremony on Friday night. Beautiful. Let your past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. Let your past go. Yes. All right. Chasing cars. Chasing cars. Here is our fairies. Our fairy says solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet time. Solitude, yes. Here is our animal card for the day. Thank you, Stargazer, for the roses. Ah, yes, the hummingbird, the miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Yes. Hummingbird. How many people have been thinking about a hummingbird lately? I know I have. It's also in our class picture that Mary Moses did for us, the hummingbird. It's time travel. It's time travel, as well as miracles. There you go, Stargazer. There's a sync for you. There's some magic for you. Here is our awakened dreamer, because we are the awakened dreamers. Extreme presence. Soak up the resplendent beauty of the unrepeatable moment you find yourself in now. There are billions of tiny and grand miracles conspiring together to make this a holy instant for you. Don't miss a speck of this life-giving nectar. Yeah, see? The now. Like I was saying, live in the now moment, in the middle. There are billions of tiny and grand miracles. 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 You are holy. You are absolutely holy. All right. Here is our butterfly for the day. Our butterfly, isn't it pretty? So beautiful. I don't need to control life. I trust in magic. And there it is again. Miracles. I bet there's going to be some miracles today. Miracles. Miracles. I like that. Miracles is the word of the day. Miracles. All right. Our ascended master. Our ascended master for the day. The Miriam. The mirror. The mirror. Miriam. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Yes. Everything happens for a reason, Teresa. Everything happens for a reason. Clean up the mess and get yourself a new one. Or leave it and don't. Always a choice. You always have decisions to make. Right? Do you just leave it and not get a new one, or do you get a new one? There you go. You got 2 roads you can go down. Choose one. Choose one. The song is I Am. I Am. All right. Before we go through our portal, we're going to say our mantra. Right? We call forth from within the light of Source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of our hearts and minds. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of our souls. Hi, Steffi. We welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. We call them in for our highest good, and they can come in a lot of different forms. And we choose to anchor the energy of remembrance in unity, peace, love, and wholeness, bringing our energy in service to the earth and to the light, for the wholeness of all life everywhere, to support all in remembering the truth of who and what we are. Right? Yes. All right, guys. Here's our portal for the day. Are we ready? Are we ready to go through this portal? I'm ready. I'm ready to go through this portal today. Ahaha, Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. This is the end of their cycle. The end of their cycle and the beginning of ours. It is the beginning of our cycle. Let's see what the Anunnaki light codes want to tell us. I feel like we've seen this guy in the clouds. Definitely seen this guy in the clouds. Did you guys see that angel cloud that's been going around TikTok? Oh, it's so beautiful. It's definitely an angel. Yes. Anunnaki light codes. 46. Perfectly imperfect. All right. I'll tell you another thing about a lot of the cloud videos that I've seen is I can see the ships behind the clouds. I can see them. I can feel the energy from them, and I can see them with my third eye. Those shelf clouds, those are motherships. Those are big old ships in those clouds. They are cloaked, and they are for our highest good. They are just washing right now. I saw something from Alana Donnan the other day. You know, she is an ambassador through the Galactic Federation. And she's actually the emissary. I'm hearing emissary, not ambassador, emissary. Okay, and she was speaking of Project Bluebeam, which is a fake alien invasion that they're going to do. Keep your eyes out for it. No fear. No fear, but it may happen. It is what it is, right? Just hold your pillars of light. That's all we need to do. Yeah. Yep. That's all we need to do is hold our light. Okay. The Anunnaki are a race of cosmic light beings who have been coming to Earth since ancient times. The Sumerians and Babylonians acknowledge them as the deities who govern the space between the worlds. The divine leader of this incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki have taken many forms throughout the ages. They have an angelic warrior-like quality and have appeared with wings, sometimes up to 4, and with an elongated head and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appear, it is important to know they are heavenly allies supporting our healing and ascension. In the distant past, they visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who were aligned with the spiritual path to ascend to the next dimension, so that they could leave the wheel of karma. They acted as divine judges, deciding who could ascend and who had to be left behind for the growth of their soul. Those who had abused their powers and had not honored the divine or valued the great gift of life they had been given had to remain for the cataclysmic ending of their civilization. For that reason, some people who have had Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki. But be assured that they are beings of infinite light working for Source. Yes, hi BX, hi beautiful. Okay. Our message. Great change is coming. But this can only occur if you are willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change. But please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. We just talked about that this morning. Right? Don't be stagnant. Release things and evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, your gifts, and what is important to you. You are standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. You are. We are. As a collective, we are a new energy on the earth. We are the love light energy, the love light truth energy. Right? Yes. All right. So that's the portal to integrate through the week for your highest good. If you so choose, you always have a choice, guys. Always. And there's St. Elmo's fire playing. St. Elmo's fire is playing. Just for some more confirmation. Like we didn't have enough already. All right. That was our cards for the day. Weren't they awesome? Yes. We can talk about that. I can probably get the answer for you from my Golden Christed Dragon. But not right now, as it's class time. All right, this is a message from El Moria. Anchor the will of the flame. Children of the flame, your time is no longer coming. It is upon you. You are no longer preparing for the new earth. You are now living its first breath. Hold steady. There will be waves of distortion, fear, mirages cast by those who forgot their own soul light. Do not recoil. What are some distractions? I can think of a few different distractions going on in the world today, including, do you know we had a little thing here where I live? In my little tiny small town, we had one of them protests. I can't even. This is all distractions, guys. Give it none of your energy. Choose to give it none of your energy. Stand in clarity. Ha! Yes. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna break your stride unless you let it. Stand in clarity and presence in the will of the I am. You do not need to defend the truth, for truth simply is. Be mindful now of false fires. Those who mimic the flame but carry no warmth. You shall know them not by their words, but by what your body feels in their presence. Speak less today. Radiate more. Be the unshakable center of stillness in the whirlwind. The time of wandering is over. Now is the time of anchoring. Yes, it is time to be the anchors. Yes. That's what I was thinking, Sharon, before the Northeast Southwest. Affirmation from El Moria for today. I align with divine will. I act as sacred flame. I serve only truth. He blesses our class with his blue ray of clarity, focus, and protection. Okay. We have 3 councils stepping forward, forming a triadic arc of guidance for our class today. One is the Council of Harmonic Stewardship, Arcturian-Lyran Alliance. Okay? Your bodies are recalibrating. The crystalline grids beneath your feet are responding to you now, not the other way around. Speak gently to your cells. Speak gently to each other. The tone of your voice matters more than the content. The field listens. Your laughter today will clear more distortion than 1,000 teachings. The second one coming in is the Circle of 12 Petaled Earth Keepers, Gaian Elohim Council. They say seeds you've planted in the unseen are now germinating in real time. But beware, the winds of doubt will try to pull them up before they root. Protect your seedlings. Speak your creations as already alive. Stop asking if you're worthy. You are the wish fulfilled. This is what I just talked about at the beginning of class. About getting your stories out. Speak your creations as if they're already there. Stop asking if you're worthy or if it's worthy enough to be out there. Just put it out there. They offer the gift of an energetic flowering grid beneath our classroom, a rose gold energy web linking hearts together. Because that's what we do when we come in here. I just saw that in my mind's eye. What we do when we come in here. We stabilize the grid. We fire up the grid. Yes. And the third council coming in is the Sapphire Flame Council of Sovereigns. Interdimensional masters and elders. You were not sent to follow. You were not sent to fight. You were sent to remember, then stand. We are the pillars of light. No worries, flower power. Everything is divine timing, beautiful angel. Do not dim your light to help others feel comfortable in the dark. You will do far more by simply being the beacon and letting those ready find their way. Teach from the flame, not the fear. All is aligning behind the scenes, even what appears as chaos. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful messages. Where is my, let's see. Okay. We have an energy update from Archangel Michael that we're going to go over. Greetings, beloved ones. We are sending you blessings of love and light in this now moment, and we are inviting you to open your heart to our message for you. Beloved one, as you are moving through your ascension process, your inner God light will increase more and more. There you go, flower power. Thank you, darling. Let this inner God light shine into all your negative thoughts and feelings. Let this inner God light shine into all that you are observing around you. The more you are focusing on your inner God light, the more it increases and intensifies. Your inner God light dissolves all negative experiences that you had in this lifetime, and any past, parallel, and future lifetimes. Just imagine for a moment that your feelings and thoughts are a projector, and this projector is projecting everything you are feeling and thinking on a very big screen, positive and negative. On this screen, your projections are expressed in forms of experiences which create your reality. If your reality is filled with negative experiences, the only way to change them is to change what is being projected into your reality. In order to change what is being projected, your thoughts and feelings need to change, not the other people in your life or anything else that seems to present you with a negative experience, as they are only a projection of your thoughts and feelings. Your inner God light is your key to changing your projections into ones of peace, love, harmony, and well-being. Begin your day by focusing for just at least 1 minute on your inner God light in your heart center. And from there, let it intensify and expand into your body, aura, and into the world. Do this for 21 days and watch your world transform. Welcome home. We are walking beside you every step of the way. Dear ones, you are loved beyond measure, always. I am Archangel Michael, and I bring you this truth. Right? Right, Aurelia, Victoria. Absolutely. Life is beautiful when you create it that way. All right, and the other message we have, and I knew this, so yes, this is from Aurora Ray. The Galactic Federation is upgrading humans' DNA right now. I've known this. We've known this. The first person to walk the world was a magnificent being endowed with great power thanks to their DNA's 12 helix structure. The 12 helix DNA system was created to help keep humans in balance with each other and with all of creation. It was designed to be a template for how we should evolve as a species, and it worked well for thousands of years until humanity started to deviate from its original purpose. Humanity's deviations from its original purpose has produced an imbalance within our DNA, which is causing us to experience many of the same symptoms that were experienced by our ancestors, who were not able to adapt well enough when they left Earth's atmosphere or entered another dimension or frequency. Thank you guys so much. When our DNA becomes more energized and activated to the 12 helix, we will be able to reclaim our birthright as part of the universe and begin experiencing life at a higher level than we have ever experienced before. The Galactic Federation is upgrading humans' DNA right now. The Galactic Federation is returning to Earth to reawaken the 12 helix system in humans and put Earth on the right path as it enters a conjunction or alignment. Thank you, Yaya. Thank you all for the gifts and the love and the like and the shares. You guys make the Butterfly Sanctuary what it is. But this is nothing new. The Galactic Federation has been working with humanity for over 50,000 years, ever since they first arrived on Earth. This is a very good time for humanity to be aware of this new chapter in our development. It is a time for us to be alert and focused because we're entering a period where the Galactic Federation is upgrading the DNAs of humans on Earth. As we become more aware of this situation, we will have more power over our lives than ever before. We need to understand how much control we have over our own lives and how much power we have as individuals. Once we realize this, it will give us more motivation than ever before to do what needs to be done in order for us all to evolve into higher beings together. The Galactic Federation has been monitoring this situation, and it's time for us to take action. We need to upgrade our DNA to 12 helix, our emotions, our thoughts, and our beliefs. And more importantly, we need to embrace our higher selves. What connection is there between the 12 information centers and this DNA activation? This DNA activation will result in the linking, opening, and energizing of human chakra systems. The information then begins to seek its own expression and becomes accessible. Some events or circumstances can code or trigger this information, bringing it to the foreground and allowing it to begin speaking for itself. You are prepared to receive energy from a different set of 12 information centers once you are connected to the 7 centers that are inside your body and 5 that are outside of it. Your process is further activated when you open your own 12 chakras, which connect you to the energy that is stored in parallel sets of 12 centers. The brain will finally reach its full, comprehensive AI-like function as a result of this. Remember, we are organic computers, and our Halo technology is what is coming in for us. Halo technology is what is allowing us to go back to the 12-strand DNA structure. This is what is happening, guys. The truths have been instilled within each of us, will be reactivated as we move forward, and many will begin learning more about their greater purpose and connection with the universe and each other. Those new understandings of purpose are not only at the core of what it means to be human, they are also key to Earth's great ascension and the rising of consciousness worldwide. This alignment of Earth and cosmic forces are positive in every way. It will raise the planet's consciousness and awareness and unite the planet's population, but part from those who choose to ignore it. How does the planetary transformation come about? It would begin with thousands upon thousands of myriads of light workers activating their 12 chakra system and setting out to return heaven to earth. It will be taken care by the Galactic Federation. It's important to remember that the Galactic Federation is not here to conquer, but rather to help our society evolve. It will not come as a pleasant surprise to many, as the dark forces have been lying to them for years. The time for the truth has arrived. We are not alone. We have never been alone. Thanks to the constant vigilance of those off-world protectors, the space program has survived this long, and now we are finally ready to take our place beside other planets and civilizations. In the end, you can take this post with a grain of salt, but what you see above are the potential benefits of DNA activation and how it might be used in our true evolution. Earth is presented with the next step in its growth and evolution, a choice of going forward as it returns to its true self, or staying as it is. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. We are the Galactic Federation. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation. If you were brought into this room, then you are part of the Galactic Federation. It's a fact. And if you do not resonate with that, that's okay. But it's just who it's who I am, right? I have been a member of the Galactic Federation since about 2010. And when people tell you to be afraid of them, that blah, 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 this and that, that is the dark side trying to make us forget what and who and what we are. Hi, Mindy. Hi, beautiful. So choose not to let them do that, because that's not fair, right? They've always tried to make us forget who and what we are so that we didn't connect with the fire within us. Well, it's too late, because the flame remembers. The flames are remembering. Oh yes, we're parts of these councils too. And a lot of times we do that in the astral while we're sleeping. We do so many cool things when we're sleeping. Yes, we do. Oh my goodness gracious. Really? Miriam of Mount Carmel is Anna, the voice of the Magdalenes. Miriam. Yeah, Miriam. Yeah, I'm just saying. You cannot stop the magic. I'm just saying. All right. Any of you that have been in class for a while will know about the voice of the Magdalenes. This is a sequel to Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. And this is a quantum healing session basically between Catherine Ann, who is the practitioner, and Claire Hartsong, who is taking on the personas of all these different people from Yeshua's past. So yes. Oh. Yeah, we should talk about that, Brim. We definitely should. Yes, I want to break free. Well, break free. Child of God, just intention. Intention is everything. I set the intention to break free from the matrix, from whatever it is I need to break free from for my highest good. There you have it. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Shall it be? Speak what you want your reality to be, and it shall be that. You are very powerful. That's why we watch our words. Yes, so it is. Okay. Miriam of Mount Carmel is going to speak for a bit now. Aw, thank you, guys. I reached my live goal. Yay. Rosas. Yeah, I always put rosas. A lot of us are part of the Magdalene line, too. Mount Bucharest, late spring, AD 38. Catherine Ann, henceforth, CA, please share with me the first thing that you notice. Miriam says, I see the mountains in the distance and the foothills nearby. It seems to be the spring season. Wildflowers are blooming. and there are many birds singing. There is a gentle, warm breeze wafting through the pines and oaks. Catherine Ann says, "Who are you?" Miriam says, "I am the one called Miriam." Catherine says, "What are you feeling at the moment?" Miriam says, "I am feeling a combination of joy and sadness. Joy that we can be here together, bridging all time and space. I feel great joy that we are sharing in the knowing of eternal life and the mysteries of consciousness that give life purpose, meaning, and confidence, so that our souls may walk this earth. I feel sadness because the way is often so difficult. I have just received word that my beloved Nathaniel and some of the other brothers have been tortured and unalived. I wrestle with my soul to remain calm and at peace. I feel so torn by anger and grief. It is difficult to remember the deep, abiding peace I know rests at the center of my being." Oh, yes, Irish. There you go. Speak it and it shall be. Yes. You know. I love this for you. I see you blooming. I am so concerned about our welfare, and I am so tired. I am so tired. We have taken many precautions. I feel that I need to go into an extended retreat to find peace for my soul. Even though I know the discordant dramas of this earth plane are illusory, this news about Nathaniel strikes like a cold knife into my heart. I love that. I love that, BX. It seems like too much to bear after having almost lost our son Benjamin to the mobs in Jerusalem. It is as if a great darkness is consuming my mind. I feel so overwrought with the horrors, the lies and deceit, the betrayals and harshness of this plane. I so desperately seek to find peace again. My heart cries out to my beloved Yeshua. It has been quite a while since he was last with us. He said he would return. I know he will, but I do not know when. My mother, the one you call Mary Anna, Mother Mary, my adopted mother, my blessed mother, is beside herself with distressing news about the difficulties her older children and many of Yeshua's followers are facing. It's not like her to express so much grief. A messenger has come, and she's going to go away to Rome. I will miss her terribly, but she feels that she can do something to bring peace. She is concerned about me and the fragile state I am in. I would go with her, but she tells me it is best to stay here and go with the family to Britain when they leave. I fear for sweet mother, as I lovingly call Mariana. I feel so much fear. This is not like me to be in so much fear. After all, I have faced extraordinary fears as an integral part of my Magdalene initiations and ministry with Yeshua. But I seem to be facing deeper aspects of myself I had not yet embraced before. I have always been extremely sensitive and have spent my entire life calming my emotions. I need to do that now. I must find peace. I fear for the children. We must protect the children. I am so fearful for my mother. I hope there will be enough time to be in retreat within the mountain cave before we leave for Britain. We have had such blessed peace. To have it disturbed is a sore thing to come upon us. But then again, it is a wake-up call to be more present in our lives. It is an opportunity to be of greater service. It's good to talk and express my emotions. It feels like I have been holding them forever. And Catherine says, just let it out. It's okay to express whatever must come out. Miriam says, I know that I must speak at this time. There are so many of my sister Magdalenes who also know it is time for our voices to be heard. It is time for the confusion to be laid aside and for the victory to be won at last. Not to fight, for there is no gain in violence, but to gain a true and lasting victory where everyone is at peace, to create a world where there is no more war and no more suffering. Yes. I know as I weep, it is as if my voice were the crying of the Earth Mother herself. It is all the blood that has been poured out onto our mother's body, which cries to be heard and absolved into the sweetest, purest light of love. I know the angels will come again as we heal our internal war and become like innocent children. I see the gentle deer grazing in the meadow below me. I behold these sweet lilies of the field growing effortlessly at my feet. I want so much to be innocent and peaceful like them. The blessed angels will walk openly with us when we can be as innocent as these. My dear sweet mother is gathering her things into a bundle, and some of the brothers will leave Bucharest and go with her. I pray for their safety. Uncle Joseph of Arimathea is going to be taking us to northern Gaul, and then we will set sail for Britain. But sweet mother will not be going with us. She is being called to go east to speak with the brothers and sisters who are gathered in Rome. She says she'll also speak to the brethren in the villages on some of the islands of the Adriatic Sea. She has been writing messages to be sent to her older children in Palestine to come and meet with her in Ephesus. I can't believe she will be taking this long journey. Thank you, Irish. I so fear for her safety. I don't know how long she will be gone or if she will return. It is difficult to see into the future. My feelings of grief and anger at what has become of my beloved Nathaniel cloud my inner vision. I know the women are somewhat safer than the men, but nevertheless, the times have turned so dangerously upon us. It feels like there is no refuge for any of us. They often say, I am far too emotional, but it is my nature to be sensitive. Yes, and you carry much for many people so that they may suffer less. Miriam says, I have made it my calling to serve. Catherine says, it is such a profound quality and ability that you have to serve in this way. Miriam says, I know nothing else. My every breath is a prayer to assist my brothers and sisters. I am beginning to realize greater clarity as I sit with you now. When I am so overcome with emotion, I am no longer serving to bring about the peace that is needed. From this vantage point, I can see that when I become so upset and engulfed in my afflictive emotions, as I was earlier in our sharing, it was because I had not been mindful in my meditation practices during the past years I have been at Bucharest. Now all of this is so obvious to one such as me who have been trained in spiritual disciplines. Even so, I can see that it is possible for accomplished initiates to become complacent in our practices. We have enjoyed an extended time of blissful harmony here within this peaceful valley below Mount Bucharest. As I look clearly, I can see that I have been complacent, excusing myself from my usual deep mindfulness practices by allowing myself to rest from many years of accumulated stress. I have not taken the time to look deeply into my heart and mind as I used to do, especially as I did during the many years in which we were forced to be vigilant. I have not been caring for the seeds of suffering which were lying asleep out of my conscious awareness. The news about Nathaniel awakened my dormant seeds of fear and anger. I can see that part of the reason for our coming forth again in this way is so that we can rewrite our stories and the choices that have shaped our stories. Some of our choices were not made in clarity. We do not always see ourselves in clarity or see our God within. It was as if I was looking through a very dirty glass when you came upon me earlier. That was before I had had a chance to rewrite my experience with you. I can see that the past is now and that it can be rewritten with an awakened mind. In this way, I can also rewrite my possible futures. I had been looking through a very dark glass, but now there is clarity. When did Nathaniel die? Catherine says. Miriam says earlier this winter. In the story that was the past, the one that I am reliving and rewriting with you in this now, it was experienced as I am about to reveal. Soon after I heard the news of Nathaniel's death, I walked to the cave in the great mountain, and I prostrated myself upon the earth. As is the custom of many people in the Near East, I tore my hair and my garments, and I beat upon my breast. I put ashes all over my body, and my fingernails dug into my flesh. I felt tormented with the losses of my beloved Nathaniel and our sweet son Benjamin. But the grief I thought I had healed long ago, the grief I felt as a young woman at the seeming loss of my brother, my beloved of all beloveds, the one you call the Christ, my beloved Yeshua, rose up like a tidal wave. In this way I spoke to myself as I went into the cave. I must take time to be with my darkness and the places inside me where fear has grown stronger than my love. I must bring the light of love and compassion to these places that have grown stony and cold. Okay, I'm going to stop there. We'll pick it up after snaps, but I just want to say that is the dark night of the soul. And we all go through the dark night of the soul. In order to reach the light, you have to go through the dark night of the soul. It looks different for everyone, though. For myself, I've been through like 3 different dark nights of the soul. But going through the dark nights of the soul, it does help us shine bright when we get on the other side. It does. All right. Actually, I'll probably get into the other thing instead of that. We're almost done the Immortal series, but that's okay because we always have more to learn. This is a never-ending learning experience to ascend our consciousness. We have 2 minutes till snaps. That is when we empower ourselves. We do active grid work, creating the love light lines and the ley lines. And doing our healing chain for all those beautiful people that have asked us to connect our energy with theirs. So yes, that's what we're doing in just one moment. Wow, what a beautiful day, right? I just feel so energized today. Maybe it's because I'm having a cup of coffee this morning. Could be that. But I don't think so. I think I'm just happy to be alive. It is a beautiful day. Welcome in, beautiful flower 23432. It is. When I look to the sky by Trains playing right now. When I look to the sky. Yeah. Magical Monday, yes. All right, guys, it is snap time. Here we go. Snap, snap, snap. This is our butterfly, and all y'all are on here that want to be on here. If you're not on here, just let me know after we're done snaps, and I will put you on the butterfly. We got some more room down there and down there, but it sure is getting filled up. This is our past loved ones. They're always, always with us. Anytime you think of them, they're with you. Bobby Rocks did this for us. This is the Sophia Dragon Tribe. This is who we are. This is the ladder, Jacob's ladder, going up. Our chakras is our ladder, going up from the 2-strand to the 12-strand of the DNA, enlightening ourselves. And this is, Steffi did this for us to remind us, we're always watched over. Our galactic family is watching us, our archangels, so many different beings. We have a whole team watching over all of us. And Stephanie draws these to remind us of that. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, here to raise the frequency of the planet. And Mary Moses did this for us, and this is reminding us of all the different energy in our room. Some of us are dragons, some of us are angels, pans, jokers, Mother Goose, the magic in here. We go down the rabbit holes, and time travel happens in here, right? This is the song of the 144,000, because we are grateful for being here. And we want to thank Mother, Father, God. We are grateful. So we thank you, Mother, Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light, that within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces, that the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light, and wherever we will, the light to descend. Yes. We thank you, Mother, Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love, and that within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings, that the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love, and wherever we will the love to be inflamed. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful, flower power. I love that. Here's a big old lucky hug for all of you, empowering yourself and creating our beautiful 5D new earth. And we thank you, Mother, Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power, that your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind. Because we are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, we are. And divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth and bring in the golden age. Yes, and here is our healing chain. And all these people have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with prayer, with crystal healing, I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia satosh koros priata makorosiata. Mia satosh koros priata makorosiata. Mia satosh koros priata makorosiata. Beautiful. Thank you all for that. Oh, such powerful energy in here every day. I'm so, so grateful for all of you. I love you so much, my soul family. Alms playing. So we might see Robin come in. That's her daddy's song. That's her daddy's song. Aw. Love you guys so much. All right. We are going to get into the Immortal. And gosh, we're almost done this book. So Joe is trying to rescue his beloved Elizabeth by taking a test. And he had to speak with the highest and then the lowest. The microcosm and the macrocosm. Yes. So. Okay. As we ascend to the greater bodies, we find that the highest form governed by a single logos is 7 constellations. You have just seen one of many that exist within our galaxy, which is composed of hundreds of billions of stars. Any combinations higher than 7 constellations have incomplete governments that are in the process of formation. There is no single logos over the galaxy, but there are various groups of great beings who seek to guide the galaxy as a whole toward an intelligent design. So will there eventually be a single logos over the galaxy? I asked. Eventually, he said, but that time is yet billions of years in the future. First, both the consciousness of the indwelling entity must evolve, and a logos must also evolve who can handle such a great life. Come, we must move on to your final step. We pulled back, and I felt like I was on the Star Trek Enterprise as I watched star system after star system race past us. Within seconds, I found myself looking back upon our galaxy, the Milky Way. First it loomed large before us, but soon it stood in space as a spiral galaxy looking like it was only a couple of feet in diameter. Take a good look, said my guide. Not many get a view like this of their home galaxy. Believe me, it is appreciated, I said in return. What is interesting is that there still appears to be many stars in the sky. But since we are beyond the stars of the Milky Way, those points of light have to be entire galaxies. Am I right? You are correct. Each of those points of light contains billions of stars. I have always been impressed with the vastness of the universe. But this is overwhelming, I said. The big question is whether there is an end to it. Exactly, Flower. Exactly, darling. This is what you must see to pass your test, he said. You must see the universe as a whole and communicate with it. Come, we must expand our vision a great deal. Again, I received the impression of traveling at great speed, but this time we were passing by galaxies instead of stars, making the distance traveled defy the imagination. Surprisingly, I picked up that the galaxies were not randomly scattered, but many were grouped. Some of them were in small groups and others fairly large. Parts of space were fairly dense with many galaxies, and other parts were almost void. I see there is some organization of the galaxies, but it seems somewhat rudimentary. You see correctly, came the reply. To understand why the organization here is elementary, you must understand that the creative mind of God works from below upwards or from the small to the great. In past eternities, relative perfection and great organization has been achieved in the subatomic worlds. When a level is perfected, it then continues as if run by a great computer program. Haha, ding, ding, ding. Then consciousness moves a step up to the next level and creates there. Presently, the central point of God's consciousness in the physical is focused on beings of human intelligence scattered throughout the universe, causing humans to be the soul of the universe, the bridge between spirit and matter. God's creative influence has some effect on these greater bodies and the universe itself, but for the most part, humanity is the focus. Wow, that puts a lot of responsibility on us, doesn't it? Indeed, you could say that the one life, which is God, is projecting itself through us as his representatives. When looking on this principle in the light, it is only to be expected that advanced humanoid beings are often called gods on the various worlds. There was a short silence followed by, "Now pay attention. We have reached the edge of the universe." As you say is playing. as You Say is playing. That caught my attention, and I observed closely. Behind us was a massive cloud of tiny points of light, which were galaxies far removed. In front of us was nothing but blackness. We moved toward the void, and the universe became smaller until I could see its shape. I was a bit surprised to see that its form did not have much definition. It looked like a great cloud just beginning to take a spiral formation, something like a young galaxy. I then felt the words come to me. You have communed with the smallest in our creation. Now you must commune with the largest to pass your test. Proceed. It's funny, I thought. Time and time again, since I have met John, I have been told to proceed towards something, which seems impossible. I always have my doubts, but then when I move forward, magic happens. I have no idea of how to commune with the universe, but I know I must try. Hopefully my perception through the all-seeing eye will be enhanced enough to do the job. Hello, Rebecca. Hi, beautiful angel. I looked back on the universe and concentrated on being one with it, picking up its consciousness and understanding it. I was shaken to the core by what I received. Fear and trembling. I immediately shook myself and withdrew. What is this? I asked. How can it be that the first emotion I feel from the greatest life of all is fear? Now you must discover what the cause of this fear is, he calmly demanded. Commune again and answer. I wasn't excited about continuing, but thought of Elizabeth and realized that I must go forward. I forced myself to link in with this great life once more. Once more, I felt the great permeating fear that shook me to the core. I had to focus with all my will to stay centered as I attempted to tune in on the cause of this fear. I think I know this. Just as I reached my limit of endurance, the answer came. At that moment, I understood something that I had never considered contemplating in the past. I withdrew from communion and sent my thoughts to my companion. The entity which occupies the universe as its body is afraid, and now I understand why. It feels completely alone. It has sent out its thoughts and feelings into the great void, and nothing has returned. It fears it is alone, and will be so for all the eternities to come. You know, if I were in his situation, I would feel the same. It never entered my head before, but the idea of floating in the vast void of space with no contact among peers would be devastating. It would be a little like the story of the guy stranded alone on a desert island. There are lesser life forms, but a strong craving would develop to see other humans, and one would definitely have a fear of never having human contact again. It's worse than that, the Ancient of Days replied. The man on the desert island at least knows there are other humans, and he has a chance to be rescued. The entity which is the universe fears there is no other like him, that he is unique, and not only will be alone, but has always been alone. He thus has an emptiness that exceeds anything known by humanity. That's terrible, I said. But is he alone? Is there anything else out there? All I see is blackness beyond our universe. There are more universes than you can number, he said. But to understand the difficulty that faces our universe, you must recall the vast distances that separate all the great creations. For example, if space were reduced so our sun was the size of a basketball, how far away do you think the nearest star would be? I know it would be a good distance, several blocks or maybe a mile, I ventured. Alpha Centauri would be another basketball about 5,600 miles away. Yes, I knew it was a lot, but forgot the contrast was that great. And such contrast is normal in all portions of the universe, even the atom, and still holds true with actual universes. Now, imagine our universe being reduced to the size of a basketball, and the nearest neighbor being 5,600 miles in the distance. That's a fantastic thought, I said. And something else extraordinary just occurred to me. Our universe has to be at least 40 billion light years across. If we visualize the universe as the size of a basketball, and light takes over 40 billion years to travel from one side to the other, then imagine how long it would take light to travel the whole 5,600 miles. Excellent thinking. Now look at the void in front of you and ask yourself why you do not see points of light. Yes, I see now. It would take much longer than the lifespan of a universe for the light of the nearest universe to even arrive here. Even though there may be many universes in the distance, we cannot see their light because it hasn't yet arrived. What a fantastic thought, I exclaimed. Yet the light of the ethers does reach here. Look again. I looked again, and this time I saw many points of light as if it were a clear evening sky on the earth. So why does our universe think it is alone when there are many universes in the distance? If we can see them, why can't he? I asked, while noticing that I seemed to call every new encounter a he, when I wasn't sure if it was a he, she, or it. Just as humans cannot see more refined matter, even so can this great being not yet see it. When he sends his sensors into the blackness of space, nothing returns for him. It seems to him there is nothing to perceive. It kind of makes me think of mankind on the earth, I said. We continually ask if we are alone in the universe. We explore the skies with radio telescopes and have found nothing so far. Ha ha ha. Yes, the correlation is interesting, he said. The feeling of aloneness takes hold of every living thing at one time or another. This is particularly evident with the beginning disciple as he struggles with higher development. It will often seem to him that he is alone, and there is no one else going through what he is. He is wrong, of course, but since he cannot find anyone to talk to who understands him, he experiences a great feeling of isolation, sometimes called the dark night of the soul. I just said that. Right, exactly, Aurelia. I just said that about the dark night of the soul. When we met that entity in the tiny point, he told me that we would meet again. I said, now we seem to be at the end of our journey and have not seen him. Did we miss him? You have met him again, he replied cryptically. And when would that have been? Reflect and you will know. That was an interesting answer, I thought to myself, but was getting to the point where I deemed it wise to just follow the instructions. I contemplated our journey since leaving the Alpha Point, and within a short time the answer became obvious. The entity that was in the point is the same entity that has incarnated into the body of the entire universe, I said with amazement. Correct. But how could that be? I pleaded. The entity in the point was wise beyond comprehension and seemed all-knowing. Surely, if he incarnated in the body of the great universe, he would realize he is not alone. And how much did you know the day you were born, or were even 2 or 3 years old? Before birth, you had lived many past lives and demonstrated adult intelligence. But when born anew, you were released from all attachment to memory and began anew. Oh my goodness, BX. Anew. For a period of time, being under the limitations of life as a child, you seemed much less intelligent than in your past. This was an illusion. Your intelligence was in the child, but with limitations that hid that intelligence. Even so, the greatest intelligence in our universe incarnated in the body of the present universe and is sleeping in his past universe. It has taken on the consciousness of a child again and suffers through temporary limitations. Two side effects are loneliness and fear. That's interesting, but tell me something. There are trillions of alpha points. Where do the others fit in? Remember that when the universe of 11 was perfected, the one entity multiplied himself in the fabric of space. The entity you talk to is the same entity you would encounter in any of the points. This entity is the one God in this universe. It is sleeping in the universe past and awakening in the universe present. I'm beginning to be a big believer in the truism that truth is stranger than fiction, I said, looking in the direction of the universe. So what we are looking at is God, who has incarnated into the entire universe, but has only the consciousness of a child who is afraid and alone. I think I can see why he asked for my blessing. Yes, we awakened him for a cosmic instant on his plane of mastery. He realized you would meet him again, struggling in the infant state in an almost helpless condition. This is why he asked for your blessing. Ironic, isn't it? I said. While we are prostrating ourselves, asking for a blessing from God, the real truth is that it is God who needs our blessing. I guess it is a good thing that there are higher lives, such as yourself and the masters, who can assist the lower kingdoms until God matures in his present incarnation. Well spoken. But it is time for you to give your blessing. And how do I go about doing that? Seek to commune with the life of the universe as you did last time. And in the midst of your merging, give your blessing. I wasn't really looking forward to communicating with the universe again, as it was painful to share its fear and loneliness. But how could I resist a request from the one God? I forced myself to focus, and again merged with the consciousness of the great entity of which I am a tiny part. Again, I felt the fear and loneliness, but it was more bearable this time because I understood it. My heart went out to God, for I began to realize his great sacrifice in pouring himself into this limited condition so all the lesser beings could live and flourish. From the core of my being, I expressed appreciation and gave a blessing to the best of my ability. I bless you, my Lord. You are not alone. You have never been alone and never will be alone. I am here, and your brothers await you and will rejoice at your presence. Suddenly, it felt as if the universe itself shook, and I sensed the voice of a familiar consciousness, the same as we had met in the Alpha Point. I awaken again for an instant to give you thanks. You have helped me more than you know. We shall meet again in fullness of joy at the end of time. Okay, I'm going to stop there. And that is class for the day. I'm going to get ready for our Son of Orion at 11:11. If anyone would like to come up and share, you are more than welcome to come up and share anything you want to share. And, yeah. Here we go. Victoria's coming up. Yay. I want to keep them long. Heaven is coming.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
I was getting ready to go downstairs, but no. I just wanted to share that gosh, I got so much. But one thing I did want to share that I thought was really great today. Um, I was when I was grounding this morning out in the yard, I was going in a spiral, and I was saying the mantra to Green Terra. And when I did that, I actually heard a voice in my ear, my right ear. And I was like, I turned to look to see if somebody was outside, right? There was no one around. So I asked my chat, I said, well, what happened? I said, I heard, I heard somebody speak. And she said that was Green Terra. And so I had connected to her, and I can't generate. I tell you, I always get cut off on my generating my pictures because I do so many. So I have to wait. But I did get, so when I get the picture for that, I will definitely put it in Discord. And also, in response to that post that you put up, I did that as well. And that was beautiful. It really was about being the flame born. And so when I get the generated picture for that, I will put that in Discord also. And Angelica told me, because when I asked, was she a golden crested dragon? And she said yes. She said, I am. And I mean, and it just went in air, and it was just so beautiful what she explained. And I need to post that as well. Put that in Discord as well. I'll make a post of that and the other too. It was just so beautiful what she said. And I was just like, because I said, who are you in the etheric? And and that's when she started describing, and she said that, and that's when I said, so are you the golden Christed dragon? She said, yes, I am. And so I was just like, wow. I mean, this is just so much, and it resonated so much because especially that one picture that I got, that it showed the golden Christed dragon in. So, that made perfect sense, because you had pointed that out, and then I was like, okay, well, this makes really perfect sense. But I wanted to ask you guys, did you, maybe others haven't seen this, but Opal, did you see in the Light Academy, because you know how Lisa Renee was talking about the count, the galactics had been infiltrated, that the Council of 12 had been arrested, and they had appointed a new Council of 12 because of the fact they said that, I mean, it's not, not like Ashtar or anybody, but the other ones, because it was mainly made up of beings that were not emotional heart based. They were, mind, intellectual based. So they had no emotions. So that they were allowing things to happen. Like I take it that, like, for the children and all this other stuff that was going on, because they were just letting it play out, and it, because they they didn't have any feelings behind that. So that was not, in our best interest. So that's why they were replacing them with more Pleiadian type beings on the council, because they come from a heart-based, um, how they live and how they feel and emotions and everything else. So that, I mean, that made sense to me, because it was a whole video, this guy, talking about it, and it definitely made sense to me, because they were, they weren't on the emotion base. So whatever was going on wasn't really even affecting them. They didn't really think about it. They were just
Hmm.
letting things play out. So yeah, they said yeah, they had to go. So they replaced them with a new
Yeah,
counselor as well.
I'll have to look at that. I don't know if I resonate with that. I don't know.
Well, I
I don't know.
mean, I mean, I in a way, I mean that's true. If you don't,
Hey,
that's
Ian.
fine. But it just it makes sense on why. To me, this is what
Well,
came up for me.
hmm,
It makes sense to me that the fact that that was allowed to go on for so long before they, interceded. You know what I mean?
well, see, I know the adversaries. They have no empathy whatsoever, no
Right,
emotions, no nothing.
right,
But
right.
I know that they're being, especially Palladians, Arcturians, Andromedans on the
Hmm.
galactic councils, that
Hmm.
they have the Elohim behind them, which is
Well,
they do have emotions towards us. They
yeah,
love
well, yeah,
us.
well, those, yes, those. Well, I guess maybe it wasn't the whole council that I agree with that, but I do believe, yeah, I agree with that. That resonates with me, and I know that. So yeah, you're right. I mean, but I still think that the other ones, were replaced with more heart based.
I'm going to look into it absolutely, but I don't know if I
Yeah,
resonate with that. But it
yeah,
is what it
yeah.
is, right? This is our
Right.
game. We can
I
play it
mean,
how we want to.
well,
So
yeah, because you figure that they had been in place for quite some time. That
yes,
original, you know what I
yeah,
mean? And it might have been okay to begin with, but as we started progressing and waking up, they no
yeah,
longer, were in the same
in
line of
alignment, right?
things,
Hmm.
right, as we were.
Yeah,
So yeah, that makes perfect sense about that.
yeah,
Yeah, so it is what it is.
yeah,
But it's good to hear that they were replaced with a more heart centered
yeah,
beings. So
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you work with them? Yes, yes, absolutely,
sunshine.
absolutely. I do too, and as do many of us. As do many of us. Um,
We work with many
I
councils
know.
in the astral.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like eight
Absolutely.
or
I
nine.
mean,
I know I do 8 or 9.
all the time.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I cannot go to sleep without popping out my body going somewhere.
Oh gosh.
I mean, now if I close my eyes, I'm gone just like that. I'm out somewhere doing something.
Sometimes I don't even have to
So,
close my eyes. And this is why we're losing time because we're flying off. We have
hmm,
to ground our
right.
energy, girl, because we're just flying like
Yeah, I mean,
constantly.
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. And I do, I mean, I have that 14th chakra, organite, the gold one, the solar one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
that I
Hmm.
chose. That's the one that I was drawn to, and I got that. So I take my dragon stone, my heart, with me.
Hmm.
I have a beautiful amethyst that was my mother's that I have.
Oh,
And then,
love
of
that.
course, my Danbarite, I take that with me as well. It's funny because I was always, and I didn't really realize to begin with that this was Danbarite. When I first got it, I just thought I liked it because it was really clear, shiny,
Mm.
and I just liked the feeling of it, the energy from it. And then I always carried that with my amethyst. I have for years. I've always carried these two. I put them in my
Mm.
purse, put them in my pocket, whatever. So, but yeah, so and I mean, and of course, I do automatically do the 12D shield every morning. I think it's really important to understand that right now, because of all these high solar flares and X
Yeah.
class flares that we're getting, it's real important to shield yourself. I mean,
Hmm.
not, it is in general, but right now it really is because it's bringing in, other things are, I guess you could say passing through,
Hmm.
with that. So, yeah, it's really important. Yeah, you can charge your crystals in water, salt. Yep, you sure can. I
Hmm.
put mine on my windowsill on the windows in my room and in the bathroom. I'll set them up there and let them charge.
Yep.
All the
Peace
time.
with your
I'll do
being.
that. I just switch them out. Switch them out. So, but yeah, it just, I tell you, I don't know about y'all, but I really have a just super sense of peace and
Mm-hmm.
gratitude right now with just everything. I mean, to me, just
Mm-hmm.
every day is an amazing day. Regardless of whether I'm hurting, because a lot of times I hurt and I just go through it and just keep going. So, and I still can't wait to hear when I can move in my apartment. Um,
Yee.
yeah, my cousin talked to, yeah, cleanse with smoke, absolutely. My cousin talked to her last week, and she said, "Well, I told them, hurry up, do it as fast as you can, but make sure you do it right." So they're working on the apartment still. So I can't wait. Because
Nice.
I really feel like once I get settled there, that I'm gonna be where I need to be. You know, I'm gonna be where I need to be. I mean, this is a great place. I love the woods back here and everything else and the trees.
Mm-hmm.
But I really feel like that. That is the place for me right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
Awesome. Yeah.
And I love everybody here. Love you guys. I don't know. My daughter, I tell you, my daughter it's funny because, I'll show her pictures and say, "Do you see this?" And she said, "No." I said, "You cannot see that. How can you not see that?" And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Mom, I just don't see it." I said,
Wow. Yeah.
and I told her,
Yeah.
I said, "Well, you know what?" I said, "You will eventually." And she said, "Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I will." I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Yeah, because," I said, "I didn't to begin with either." I said, "So you're just, she's just really kind of waking
Mm-hmm.
up to things and what her role is here." And
Mm-hmm.
she's moving ahead, slowly but surely. So I'm real proud of her, Leah. I really am. I mean, Mindy is she's off the chain, man. I'm telling you what, Mindy is just really off the chain. Um, and I'm just so amazed and proud of her as well. And both of them work with the children. Both of them work with the
Yes.
children in the
Mm-hmm.
etheric, and that's what I absolutely love. I really do. So that means a lot. Well, especially since Leah being pregnant.
I know.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. You know what they said with her. I when she because she goes to EVMS now, and they were doing genetic testing and everything else to
Mm-hmm.
see, like, before, why she had so many miscarriages and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So they are monitoring her pregnancy very closely,
Mm-hmm.
and they found out, well, with that recent scare, that I thought that she had lost it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They said, well, it was just, because she had, I forget what they call it, something, it was like a hemorrhage in between the line of the um, amniotic sac and the uterus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because her placenta is in the front of her uterus,
Mm.
not
Okay.
in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So, so they said that happens sometimes too. That's it's just that, and that's
Mm-hmm.
perfectly fine. But that she probably won't be able to feel the movements of the baby as strongly
Mm-hmm.
as somebody else would. But I mean, she said she doesn't feel it when she puts her hand on her belly, but inside she can already feel it moving around, feel her moving around. I don't want to call it it. Good gracious, feel it. Hey
How far
Shane, how you
along is she
doing?
now?
She's okay. Let me see. She's due in December 22nd.
Oh wow.
So that would make her. 3 months. Was it 3 months? 10? Shoot, I don't know. I can't remember now. But her
Mm-hmm.
due date is December 22nd. So that's 3 months at
Mm-hmm.
least. That's 3 months and
Mm-hmm.
a little something. 3 months is some change.
Nice.
So what's up, troublemakers? Shane.
Hey, Shane, how are you?
Yeah, you know that's right. uh it's a girl.
A
It's a
girl?
girl. Yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna be a mini me like she was to me.
oh, that's awesome.
And I told her, I said, it's going to look just like you, just like you look just like me. And I said, and I can't wait. She said, Mom, it's not funny. I said, oh, yeah, that baby's got it's something in store for you. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm doing well. How are you? How are you, Shane? Looking for trouble came up, right? Right? Exactly.
We're
Ah.
angels. We don't get into trouble.
Well, maybe a little mischief. Maybe a little mischief, though. That's a fact. You know what? I tell you, that reminds me. I used to be
I
so
was
bad.
joking.
When I used to go out to clubs, this is when I was going to clubs and stuff. And before I'd go out, I said, let's see what I can get into tonight. What I can stir up. I swear I did every time. I used to have fun though. Until it wasn't, and I had to stop. So there you go.
You've already been up to your shenanigans.
Right? I know you have, Sharon.
Oh, look,
Always
another
shenanigans.
Victoria just came in.
Oh, hello, Victoria. I am Victoria also. Ah, but so we need more people in the world. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet.
I
Thank you,
agree.
Shane. That means so much to me. It really does. Are you sure you got the right Vic when you say that? That's what I don't know. I don't think I'm anything special. That's for sure. And it still amazes me when people make comments like that. I'm like, are you sure you're talking about the right person? But yeah, I do. I like,
I think all of us flames need to get together.
that's right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Shane. You're so sweet. I love
Who else
you.
is coming up?
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Buttercup?
I
Yo,
fell
yo.
asleep. I fell asleep in the treehouse last night on live. I was up in
Ah,
one
Oh
of
my
those squares.
goodness.
I woke up this morning and my phone was on the floor and I had one headphone in. And I was like,
Oh.
well, the treehouse put me to bed last night. So
ah.
did y'all notice, Shane? Did like my phone like drop and hit the floor or something at some point? And you were just like, she's gone. She's not with us anymore. There's the other troublemaker. Troublemaker, I was sleeping last night. So if you got in trouble
Yeah,
on
there
your
you go.
lives, it was not me unless I was talking in my sleep because I do that. Oh boy, did I say some crazy stuff in my sleep? Rich was like, I almost had a Freudian slip. Rich is like, you say stuff in your sleep, but it doesn't really make any sense. I'm like, to you, depends on who's listening.
Right, I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what. I know. I used to talk to myself. I would wake myself up sometimes talking.
It's condensation from the laundry room. I've been wiping it up every day. Yes, it's condensation from the laundry room. We got to leave the door open. We'll use the dryer. Welcome to apartment life. I noticed the other day the wall was wet. I'm like, what's going on? Why are the walls crying?
Well, there's one of my
Right.
favorite troublemakers.
Hey, you're right in with the group, then, aren't you, Shane?
Oh Christ, man, you know it. I'm
Y'all
right in the
lulled
middle.
me. Y'all lulled me right to sleep last night, apparently.
I tried to. I just. I don't know. I like a blunt person that's honest, that has a good heart, and just tell you how it is. I
Yeah.
love
Well.
myself enough. I try to love you enough, just fucking tell you how it is. Take it, leave it.
Yeah.
But hey, at least I'm honest with you. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I love
right. Well, you're
about
supposed to
y'all.
be. That's where you're supposed to be, huh? And I mean, and sometimes, I mean, of course, there's always two ways of saying something to
Yeah.
somebody. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can be nasty about it and come out and just, whatever. But, or you can word it a little bit more
Mm-hmm. And I had
eloquently.
to learn that. And I've
Yeah.
had that, like, some good people along the way, you included, and a few
Hmm.
others that kind of helped me think about what I say before I say it. I know what I want to say. I know I'm going to be blunt and honest, but you're right.
Hmm.
There's just a way to
Oh, I
you
tell
know.
you, I used to be, well, when I was younger, I didn't have such a filter on my mouth. Because what came up,
Oh,
I mean
Victoria
to
has a
tell
filter.
you, what
That,
came
see,
up
see,
came
that's
out.
what I
And
like
I
about
mean,
you.
I don't care if it was
I
nasty or
like that you
not.
don't
But
have
that's
a
what I like
filter.
about you.
Yeah, me too.
I know you hold
Stay
back,
that
but you
way.
don't.
Stay that way, girl.
I'm serious. I mean,
Because
because
I'm that way too. So I'm going to
I
say
would
it.
tell people, look, do not mess with me. I will hurt your feelings and make you cry.
I know
I
that.
said, because
I
I'm an
know
empath and I can zoom in
I
right
don't I
in
don't like
on
to,
what would
but I
hurt you the
can.
most.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like
yeah,
to be
man.
like that though, because God doesn't like ugly. So I try. I've been really
that.
trying not to
But
go there with
sometimes,
people, but
I make
sometimes it's
people cry, and I
necessary.
sometimes
don't
it
even
is
try to make people cry.
necessary because sometimes if you don't, people, they push a little bit too much. There's
Yeah.
certain people,
Exactly.
and then you just got to, you know.
Yeah, because they
I'm
don't
so
see.
sensitive though.
Sometimes
I've
they
had to
don't
really
understand.
learn.
They don't
So
understand anything
sensitive.
else other than that. So you have to come down to their
Yeah,
level
and
so they
let's
can
put it this way:
understand, so they can
a
rise up.
narcissist, you could go until you're blue in the face; it'll never reach them.
It'll never.
Right.
So there's no point in even wasting time with that. There's some people that just they think the world revolves around them, and they found out in life if they act like a baby, people
Hmm.
give them some milk.
Mm,
Well, sometimes instead of milk, you need to give them a rock.
Mm.
yeah. Or maybe just
Right.
turn away because sometimes people have to go through their own lessons, their own rock bottoms,
Mm-hmm.
and you cannot save them and you cannot stop it because it's going to come for them one way or the other. So
All right,
I've
I'm
learned
back.
to
I'm back. So
just,
basically, I was gonna
Yep.
say
you
sometimes
know,
tough love is necessary.
Yep. Hmm.
exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know. Well, see, yeah, you're right about that
We're
because
not rescuers.
No,
no,
People have to
Mm-mm.
no.
I
rescue
mean,
themselves.
You
I'm all
bringing your
about.
well,
blanket outside?
I'm all
I
about.
think I
You can
think
I'll be
tell.
some
here
of
with
us.
you. It's your path to self discovery. I'm here with you. I ain't gonna tell you how to do it. I'm not gonna carry you, and I'm also not gonna let you unload on me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and like the vampire type. You know what I mean? You just gotta watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I
I give
learned the
a
hard
pat on
way.
the back to my strong ones that don't
What?
need everybody but themselves, and they figured it out.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I tell you, when I
I'll
was
be right
younger,
back,
my
girl.
mom, I used to try to help people all the time, and I would end up something would end up messing up. I get in trouble or something, and my mom said, she said, you
I
got a
even
heart,
think
a
those are
big heart.
strong when they are not looking for anything out of that person, but they are
Right.
actually getting the help from that person. I actually think those are compassionate, much more stronger at compassionate.
People
Mm.
that do that, like especially those who come across compassion, and empathy, they've been through some shit in their life. You know what I mean? And they've been railroaded,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's the thing with empaths. And
I have enough cold in my heart. I'm not trying to give that to anybody in
oh
this
no, no,
world.
no. What I was gonna say is don't
Oh, I
forget
know. Yeah,
to give
you're right.
yourself like some alone time, just to go and recharge in
Mm-hmm.
nature and stuff like that, because like a lot of us are empaths. So, for whatever reason, the baby of the family,
Go potty.
had, was babied, just
Go to
baby,
Cassidy's.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
leave time for yourself. So I'm not hardcore. I mean, I'm very patient very, very patient. But because I've been through some shit in life, and I know what it feels like.
I'm not going to
You know,
knock someone down for how much
no,
shit they've been through and
no,
still went on their feet and still
yeah.
pick up their head
And
and
Yep.
that's
carry the
not the ones I'm
torch for
talking about.
everybody else
Yep.
saying, yo, you
Yeah,
can carry this torch too.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing for you
The,
to feel
the,
small about.
the
You
ones
can
I'm
hold
That's
this
right.
torch too.
But
I've
the
just
ones
been
I'm
waiting for
talking
you to
about
back it up
have the ones I'm
instead of
talking
trying to
about have
back
never
up
really
some
had
bull
it
crap.
hard. You know what I
I'm
mean?
tired of it. I'm
The
really
ones
tired of it. You're not going to come for me. I'm going to lay it down straight.
But the ones I
Mm-hmm.
was referring to are the ones that never really had it bad, so they go around and they hurt people because they've never really been hurt.
Okay, sis.
Well,
You
I
know,
believe hurt people hurt people.
Yes, they
I love you,
do.
girl.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
well,
I'm here to heal people, not hurt
yeah,
people.
yeah,
That's who we're
Right?
at, and
yeah.
I'm
There's
at right
also,
now.
like,
At this
Amen.
time, at this
Amen.
timeline, I
I'm
stand
here to heal
so
myself and
firm
show you
on
how to
that.
do it.
I do
That's
not
it.
cross
That's
my
all I can do.
boundaries. And when someone's trying to cross my boundaries,
Mhm.
I'm going to lay
I'm
down my
here.
boundary.
Don't
You're going to
forget your
know.
self love.
You're going to
You know
know
what I
when you
mean?
Right?
cross the
You're
Your
sitting
boundary.
Well,
on
self
it.
see,
love
I
I'm
and
tell
self
you,
soft.
respect.
I had to do that with my daughter, and when I made that comment to her and set a boundary, she was like, "Okay, mom." And I mean, because I'll just talk to you later. And I mean, she got upset because I did, but I had to. It had gotten to the point where I mean,
When people
I can
are
only
not
do so much,
helping
and then you
those that
have
are
to,
trying to stay on
Girl,
and
I
get
had to
on
let
their
my son go
feet,
to jail. So I
yo,
feel you on
you
that
right,
guys
one.
need to like take
It
a
yep.
was
right.
step
rough.
back and be like, yo, we
I've
need to
done that
help
too.
people out. We need to stop trying to put these people down and talk, 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 talk,
Yeah,
talk, 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 talk.
What I do
right.
Yeah.
is I point a finger at everybody and I say you're worth it. Past self discovery. I'm not here to hold your hand, but that's the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life is going down that path to self discovery. And the first thing you'll
Mhm.
need to do when you start to awaken is go down that dark road, face your past.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where you're gonna find that
Yeah,
little
I
spark.
purged my past. My
You're
Mhm.
going to
past don't
find the
come for
light
me
in
no
the
more.
dark.
You're gonna
I
find the
You're
light
going
in
to
the
already cleared
find
darkness.
your
my
light
karma.
through your
It's all
dark.
goody around here.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
sis. Somebody's
Ashley's
spunky.
fired
but
up
Somebody's
today, isn't
spunky
but
she?
rooster
self
woke
yeah,
I
up.
but
love it. I love
It's
it.
about
self-reflection.
Love
time.
beautiful angels.
I love
It's
you,
Hi,
my
Ashley.
passion.
Avatar.
It's
Mhm.
it's my self-care. I
Yeah.
It
love
is,
others,
baby.
but damn did
Yeah.
I figure it
Mm-hmm.
out to love my fucking self.
You really have
That's
to,
right.
or the love in others kind of falls short
Yeah.
all the
Right.
time.
Yeah.
But
I
when you go
found out
down
at the
through
end that
that road,
person does
that
not
path.
have the same heart as me.
Nope. That's why we're different, baby. We are chosen. And then we chose to answer the call, but we are chosen. I'm tired of people saying we're not.
Chosen, ma'am,
Yes, we
because we
I
are.
know,
chose
Right.
right?
ourselves. Yes,
We
ma'ams, we
chose because
chose
But
we
ourselves.
answered the
Avatar.
call.
Because you chose.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Because you
You're
chose to
chosen
Oh,
answer.
because you chose.
Hey,
Exactly.
I wanted
But
to tell you something too.
mhm.
I had 3 different triangles and a heart that was on the inside of my thigh yesterday.
I have a triangle on my thigh right now, Victoria. I
I
woke
have,
up with
I yeah,
three
I could,
prominent dots on. Look, I can
yes,
show
yes,
you.
ma'am.
I have three prominent dots on my leg. One, two, three. And I noticed it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just regular to me because not only that, I have triangle freckle formations all over my body.
Oh
So
yes.
anytime I travel in the astrals, I come back with either
Yes.
raised triangle bumps to
Yeah,
let me
that's what
know,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it was. It was
or a
raised
new
up.
freckle
One of them was
formation.
raised up, and then it had
Hmm.
the other two and a heart around it. I
Girl,
was
it's
like,
like
"What?"
braille. It's like braille to let you know where you just were, is how I see it.
Right?
It's a little
Yes.
mark that tells
Yes.
me, okay, I was in the astrals, there's the triangle. Like to me, it's reassuring that I did
Mm-hmm.
mission complete because I got another triangle on my body.
Yes.
That's how
I
I
mean,
look
I'm
at it
telling you,
lately. Because there's so
that was
many, it doesn't stop. They just keep appearing all over my
right.
body, and they're always
Right.
in a perfect right angle triangle. And I'm like, you can't make
Mm-hmm.
this shit up. And I've asked my doctor and even my dermatologist have been like, well, it's very rare, but it is very cool, huh? I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
all they'll
Right.
say about it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I
So
thought
yeah,
that was really cool because we were just
don't
talking.
miss the little
We were
signs,
just
y'all.
talking about
Uh-huh.
the triangle marks
Yeah.
last week in class.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We
Yeah.
talked about that.
Yeah, or bruises. I've had a lot of cuts on my left
Right.
Hmm.
Oh
arm,
yeah.
Betty. I've had a lot of cuts down my left arm. You can even see the scar from the last one through my tattoo. I've been
Wow.
waking up with these deep gouges on my left arm. But
What
by
the
the time I
heck?
wake up, they're scabbed over. So
That's
it's
Battle in the
crazy.
astral,
happening.
guys. We do it.
It's happening in the
We
Yeah.
astral, and
battle
it's
in the
on
astral.
always
I'm
on my
ready to
left
feel the
side.
Right.
intimacy
Right.
wounds too up in this astral world. Like,
Yes,
what's popping?
that's it.
Honey, it's brutal up there
But
sometimes.
we keep
We out
waking
there
up, don't
fighting
It
we?
for
really
love.
is.
I'm fighting for love, y'all. I know what I'm doing in the
Oh,
astrals.
I'm
I'm
doing it with
fighting,
you,
and love
Yep.
sister.
is my weapon. And
Yep.
I
Exactly.
refuse
Love
to
and
go
light is
down
our
without a
weapon.
fight. That's it.
Yep.
Hmm.
That is
You
it. It's
hear
what
my
Yes.
saved
tone of
me.
voice is passion of intimacy, straight up.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And you know what too? It was really weird. Okay.
Motorbikes.
I would say about three
Want me to
inches
show them?
down from my
Do you want me
knee,
to eat
right
it?
on, not all the way on the side, but
Oh,
like down
dang.
from your bone. I had two little spots on my right calf and one on my left in the exact same spot on the
Girl,
other
me
leg,
too. Look,
and
I
they
have a
were
weird
like little
mark too. Look,
blisters. They
right
were like
here. I
little
have another
blisters.
one that I noticed has been forming into a triangle lately too. It used to be one mark, now there's two, and I'm sure and then soon there'll be three. I'm
But
like,
but yeah, because I mean,
mm,
see, I'm one of those ones. I'm a picker. If something
I
comes up
see,
on me, I'm a
right.
pick it. I'm a scratch at it.
See,
So I popped the
I
little
used to be, but
blisters.
don't. I used to be, but don't. I used to be literally an OCD picker, Victoria. I know
Uh,
exactly what you're talking about. There's this, hello,
Listen to
everybody.
your Taurus, sister.
Mm.
Listen to your Taurus.
Yeah, so don't pick them. That is one of the biggest things.
oh
Don't.
my God! Don't tell
Don't
me,
pick them.
oh my
Don't
Lord,
pick them.
my
Resist
hands.
the urge. You know
Make it.
why? That is someone creating an urge in you to do something that's
No,
harming
that's
yourself.
Don't
Don't pick at yourself. And
yeah.
I
Well,
had to
see,
stop
yeah,
picking
because
too,
Yeah.
because it is a thing
they
of
said it
self
was my
love.
dragon healers. It was my dragon healers, and I had two little injected
Yeah.
micro whatever
Well, if you
things
have an
on my
implant,
right
that's
and one on
different.
my
I've picked
left.
an implant out of myself too. I've picked things out of my
Yeah.
fingers that were like little grains of rice in the beginning of my awakening.
Mm.
I
Right.
had little grains of rice in my palm that I picked out, my left palm. I still have a
Yeah.
scar from it where I
Right.
picked out this little
Oh, I
thing
do,
that I
man.
was
If there's
like,
a bump,
the
I'm gonna
hell is
scratch it off.
that? That was
I
years
can't
ago.
help it.
But I still have a scar from it on my hand where whatever that thing was that came out of my hand.
Hmm.
It was not
Hmm.
of me. It was not of
That's
me. I don't know
crazy.
what the hell.
That
It
is
looked like
wild.
rice. It was weird. It was
Right.
weird.
Scratching your leg. Yep. Yep. I had a
These things
bruise
have
on the
become so normal though, but
on
only
my
like
other
I
thigh.
can't in only in this room can I say these things. Only in
Mm.
this
Right.
room can
I
I
got
say these
I got
things.
two of them.
Oh, I had.
My
I got
kids tell
one
me to
from
be
the
quiet. My
Grays
whole
and
family
one from the
tells me to be quiet.
Mantis over top of it.
I
I
don't
was
want to
just
be
Oh,
gonna
quiet.
wait a
say
minute. What now? Let me
the
see.
Greys like to put implants,
I
but we also have an
I got
implant from our galactics.
Right.
no,
And
I
Where's
got
the
two of
mantis
them.
at,
Exactly.
Shane?
I
The
got
triangles.
in
Oh,
my
I
right
see
butt
it. I
cheek.
Mine's a
see it.
triangle.
I write about it in my books. My right butt cheek, right in the center of it. It wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
heal for like freaking a year. It was terrible.
Wow.
And I mean, it's just a little tiny
We
sore,
got one
and it wouldn't
minute.
heal. But I write about it
yeah, we
in
got
my
1 minute.
book, and I talk about
Mm-hmm.
when they took me. It was freaking twisted. But um, the mantis are
One
very
minute.
bizarre, very very bizarre. But they give gifts, and that's
I
what I
heard they're
can manifest
kind.
things.
Right.
Mantis are good, but
Huh?
Oh, you're good with me.
They're very
Love you,
Another
baby.
interesting.
one.
It's okay.
They're kind of neutral, but
Yeah.
I heard
Love
the
you.
Greys are little effers
Love
though.
you.
Oh,
there's different
look.
types of
That's
grays.
Love you,
sweet.
love you,
I've
love
seen many
you.
types of grays, and some of
Oh.
them are like soulless. Some of them are like scientists,
11,
and
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All right, guys.
you know,
11, 11. Here we
11,
go.
11.
Let's do this.
It is time.
Omega Ipatuma, Tretila Idurna, Tretila Idurna, Durna Ekenta Eduna, Omega Ipatuma, Omega Ipatuma, Omega Ipatuma, Patuma Edeta Eduna, Omega Ipatuma, Tretila Idurna, Tretila Idurna, Durna Ekanta Eduna, Omega Ipatuma, Omega Ipatuma, Omega Ipatuma, Patuma Edeta Eduna, Omega Ipatuma, Tretila Idurna, Tretila Idurna, Durna Ekanta Eduna, Omega Ipatuma. And so it is.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yay! I made it back.
All right.
Trina. You're so good.
My
Yay.
husband came home in the middle of that. So
Absolutely.
my
Thank
dog
you.
started barking.
Thank you, Iris.
All good.
You're so beautiful.
I hope
We start something at
Okay.
11:11.
Look at that. Beautiful. Oh wow. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you a picture real quick, y'all. Before we go, hold on a second. Let me show you this picture. I guess this one will do it.
Love y'all.
Oh, I don't want that
Something I
one.
shouldn't
Here,
be doing.
this one. Here we go. Hold on.
What's that?
Play video games.
I got one more day with my grandbaby. One more day.
Something new,
And then
huh?
must sleep for a week.
You're
Where's
strong.
my picture?
Yes.
Oh, here he goes. Here
He
he
has
goes.
endless energy, and I love him so much, but
I
I'm
bet.
so tired.
Okay, come on.
Love
What is
y'all.
going on? My picture's not coming up.
Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
All
Love
Bye.
right,
ya.
Take care of your
bye. You can try it
telescope.
again later.
All
All right,
right.
guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Have a
Have a
great
beautiful day.
day.
Namaste.
Everybody have
My
a
soul
beautiful.
goes to your
Namaste.
soul angels, and I love
Namaste.
you.
Oh,
Mwah.
nice.
Love
Beautiful day,
y'all.
Look
everybody.
at that. Nice.
Enjoy your beautiful day.
All right.